Graduation will always be a time to celebrate the students' accomplishments and the exciting things that lay ahead in their future. It's time to take a step back and see how they shine along their way to the finishing line. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our 5th Senior High School graduation ceremony. To start with, let us all welcome our Board of Directors, headed by Dr. Hilda R. De Vera, our school principal, Dr. Melchor Emanuel, pre-elementary and elementary department head, Ms. Christine Joy E. Bautista, junior high school department head, Ms. Nimpa D. C. Vicente, senior high school department head, Mr. Alvin G. Salamat, and also the faculty and staff, the parents, guardians, and the graduating class batch 2021 to 2022. A pleasant and gracious day to all.
To formally commence our virtual graduation ceremony, let us fill our hearts with adoration and pause for a few moments of solemnity for the opening prayer to be led by Ms. Daniela Micaela T. Sanyosa, an Academic Excellence Awardee from Grade 12 Bella, followed by our humble appeasement and reverence for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Father God in heaven, we humble ourselves and we thank you for this marvelous day. We thank you for the years that you've always been there for us until we come to this day that we have been waiting for. Because of you, this day became possible that even us didn't expect to go through once again after 2 years of sticking on our own homes. We thank you for comforting us through breakdowns, and we thank you for blessing us in our breakthroughs. Once more, please keep us all safe along with the ceremony and fill our hearts with joy. In this day, we want to give you all the glory and praises. In Jesus' name, amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Bayang pag-ibig para sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupi, di ka pasisiig. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simay at sa langit mo'y magang, may nilagang tula at awit sa palaya minamahal. Ang gisap ng wataw at may tagumpay na nagdidindig. Ang bituin na taraw niya, kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walang di pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya ng pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
And now, to set the tone for this event, let us all welcome Ms. Shane Ann A. De La Torre, an Academic Excellence Awardee from Grade 12 Andromeda, for her words of welcome. Let us give her a round of applause.
To our beloved school president, Dr. Hilda R. De Vera, to our school principal, Dr. Melchor Emanuel, to our distinguished guests, our supportive and proud teachers, staff, our dear parents, friends, and my fellow graduates, a very good day, and on behalf of the batch 2021-2022, it is with a heartfelt gratitude that I welcome you all here at the graduation ceremony of Early Christian College of Arts and Technology, school year 2021-2022. I am honored to have this opportunity to welcome you all to this celebration and new beginnings. Yes, we made it! Congratulations to all of my fellow graduates who gave their very best, for all of us who stood despite the challenges and tribulations we have experienced, especially during this pandemic, and on making it to this very special day. Today, our high school journey has finally come to an end. And it's about time to move on to another chapter, a new beginning of our lives towards our brighter future and success. High school has been an unforgettable journey to all of us, and this day gives us both happiness and sadness. Happiness as we are here to celebrate our victory and accomplishments that we've achieved and cultivated for over the last 6 years. And sadness as we're going to leave behind some of the remarkable people that we've encountered here in our school. Some of us started as strangers, got acquainted, and eventually became one of the best comrades we ever found. And as we live today, the memories we have shared will always be treasured and will always have a special place here in our hearts. We are now about to enter our college life, and we all know that it won't be simple. And on behalf of the batch 2021-2022, I would like to give thanks and appreciation to our school, Early Christian College of Arts and Technology, who shaped us to face any challenges with confidence and without fear. Thank you to our teachers for determinedly teaching and guiding us, for helping us to learn and grow, and for the sacrifices you've made just to be able to share all the knowledge you have. To our parents, thank you so much for your unconditional love and support and for being with us throughout this journey. Thank you to our friends who cheered us up when we were having difficulties, especially through this online class journey. To our classmates, thank you for making this journey enjoyable and memorable. I would also like to acknowledge and honor our frontliners heroes who have helped us during this pandemic. And thank you, God, for making this day possible. We've almost lost our hopes, but you never forsaken us. You're the reason why we have come this far, and thank you for giving us this wonderful blessing. And once again, on behalf of the batch 2021-2022, to our beloved parents, teachers, guests, and friends, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to this wonderful graduation ceremony held by Early Christian College of Arts and Technology. May we all bring the knowledge we acquired from our alma mater and continue our pride of being an eagle. And as we started this journey as young individuals, today, as we live, we are now older, wiser, stronger, and ready to face whatever God has in store for each of us. May God bless us all, and once again, congratulations to the batch 2021-2022. To God be the glory, mabuhay!
Thank you so much, Ms. Shane Ann de la Torre, for your heartful message.
Now to introduce our guest speaker, let me call in Ms. Michelle J. Fajardo.
Hope is one thing that can help us get through the darkest time. As we look forward to the end of the pandemic, it always feels good for us to be inspired by our fellow ECCAT Eagles. Our guest of honor and speaker for today is an alumnus of ECCAT. He studied at Early Christian School from elementary until high school and graduated in 2009. He took up a Bachelor of Science in Speech Language Pathology at the University of Santo Tomas in Manila and graduated in 2014. He pursued Masters of Sciences in Clinical Linguistics, jointly awarded by the University of Groningen in Netherlands, University of Eastern Finland, and University of Potsdam in Germany, and graduated in 2021. In 2014 to 2019, he worked as a college instructor at the University of Santo Tomas while working also as the consultant speech-language pathologist in Makati Medical Center and in RGV Therapy Center in Sapang Palay, San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. Currently, he is a researcher and a PhD fellow at the University of Groningen Neurolinguistic Team. His research primarily focuses on the characterization of verb use of Tagalog-speaking individuals who acquired a language disorder called aphasia, which is primarily caused by a trauma or damage to a mature brain. Without further ado, it is an honor to present to you our guest of honor and speaker, Mr. Jonathan M. Herona.
To the graduating students, parents, teachers, administrators, board of directors, and esteemed guests, A warm greetings from the Netherlands. I have been a graduate of this school for more than 10 years now, year 2009 to be exact. It's just amazing how time flies and how our lives change and move on to where we are right now. Life as we know it is full of twists and turns, lots of ups and downs, filled with both joy and sorrows and everything in between. I don't remember much about my elementary and high school years because I have a really poor memory. But early Christian school, as we call it back then, helped me shine and unlock the potentials in me. I wouldn't be the professional I am if not for all the teachers, administrators, classmates, and friends who believed in my capabilities back then. So from the bottom of my heart, to all people who touched my life, past and present, a huge thanks to all of you. Unfortunately, in the past 2 years, we have experienced one of the darkest times in this century, the pandemic. A lot of us suffered in many ways possible, may it be financial, emotional, spiritual, and especially our physical health. For some of us, the 2 years just passed like a blink of an eye. But for others, it went through like a long horror film wherein we just want to curl up and surrender. But here we are, gathered once again, and little by little, getting back up on our feet with a head held up high as the pandemic comes to an end. First and foremost, I want to congratulate each and every student who are here with us right now for enduring these years of uncertainty. Trust me, I was also a postgraduate student abroad during these dark times and depressing times. I have a first-hand experience how to deal with all the academic pressure and at the same time worry about what kind of future is ahead of me. Battles with mental health issues are becoming more visible and prominent in many students nowadays, which I think has always been there even before COVID. The pandemic just made it more emphasized, so to say. All these feelings and thoughts are valid and true. The pandemic just made everything surface. So no one has the right to dismiss or alter your reality. This may not be the kind of school time we are all expecting, but this is what life has thrown at us, unfortunately. Regardless, I still want you to give yourselves a tap in the back for making it this far, for successfully jumping on all the hurdles this pandemic has thrown at us. It was surely a very difficult journey, but here we are at this leg's finish line. So again, you are all amazing. So congratulations. To the parents who relentlessly been there by your side, you are all superheroes. I cannot imagine the amount of anxiety, fear, worry, and all the synonymous words you can think of related to that feeling of uncertainty. Saan kaya ako kukuha ng pang-tuition? Ano kayang pwedeng irakit pandagdag pangkain namin? Hindi ako pwedeng magkasakit, sino mag-aasikaso sa kanila? Ang dami ko pang gagawin, pero kailangan ng anak ko ng tulong. I can't even fathom how many times some of you just lock themselves up in the room and cry their hearts out, but come out as if nothing happened. So for all the students who are with your parents today, please give them a big hug and a warm thank you. If you think you struggle, surely your parents do too, maybe more than what you can think of. So again, parents, a big salute to all of you. To our dear teachers and school administrators, again, you are no different from how the students and their families suffered during this pandemic. You too have a family to worry on your own, but at the same time, a classroom to prepare 5 times a week. Maybe even more than that with all the preparations, examinations, grading, and all the administrative tasks you have to cover. And it's one hell of a job to do, especially with the shift of the teaching and learning environment through virtual means. I can only imagine how some of you adjusted drastically to such unfamiliar and unconventional scheme. The frustration of not getting the most out of the class, such as students' attention, participation, and motivation. I have seen many reels in the social media of such recordings of online classes wherein some students do not take this setup so seriously. Nevertheless, You, our dear teachers, persevered very well. You all went against all the odds and still delivered. This is called passion. Amidst all adversity, tirelessly answering to our calling even in the most uncertain times is truly commendable. Mabuhay ang ating mga guro. Treading the path as the pandemic comes to an end. So this is the year's commencement exercise theme. For many countries here in Europe, the pandemic has ended and we all go on with our normal lives now. But the Philippines, however, is still recovering from all the losses and damages the 2 years has brought us. Mind you, typhoons, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions are not accounted for yet. This always brought us to the concept of resiliency, or our ability to spring back even after such difficult moments. Truly, I feel this characteristic is in each and every one of us. And this makes me proud and that I am a resilient Filipino. This theme has never been so timely too, because as you know, the Philippines is nearing yet another national election. This upcoming election is a chance for each and every one of us to tread a new path of political culture that is fortified only with government officials that are credible, loyal to its people, just, with strong integrity, and good track record. It shall be a fresh start for all of us, especially after the chaos this pandemic has caused us. In a much more personal level, I do wish to share my thoughts on treading your own personal paths as we exit this pandemic year. This period been a life-changing time for me as I learned to embrace and trust myself more than ever, especially being away from home. Sure, the pandemic almost crushed our lives in the beginning, but like any other strong individuals, we learned how to go around it. First and foremost, do the things that you like and love. Staying locked down in our homes during the past 2 years were the most depressing periods in our generation's lifetime. However, even with all the responsibilities weighing our shoulders, the lockdown actually gave us more time to do something else. For some, time to recharge themselves, but for others, time to reignite their dormant passions. I learned that I really like cooking, and through food, I make new friends here abroad. It's nice to share the Asian culture through the power of food. And for some healthier reasons, I also joined some fitness class like Zumba. So although I may not become a professional cook or chef or even a dancer, but doing these things that I actually like makes me a better person. It makes me better on the things that I should be actually doing. Yes, more hobbies means requires more time, but it actually makes you even more productive in your work. So some of you may be lucky enough that the things you do out of passion can soon become your profession as well. So that's why keep exploring. You'll never know. You'll even surprise yourselves. Secondly, is to rediscover yourself and your worth. The pandemic gave me enough time to contemplate on my true purpose and calling. Questions like, what do I want to do? Is it smart to change my career path now? And many other nights of overthinking. But after the awards and the recognition I received in my entire life, I just realized that those accolades actually do not define who I am as a person. We have to convince ourselves that we are more than just an academic achiever. I am also a thoughtful son, a good friend, an amazing partner, a savvy chef, a good enough Zumba dancer, a newbie photographer with potentials, a better teacher, and a researcher on the making. I am all those person. There is a whole wide spectrum of me in me, and I would have never discovered it if not for the multiple lockdowns. So many of us base our worth in how much we achieve academically, professionally, and financially. But at the end of the day, it is actually the small things that matters. You are here. You are worth it, and no matter what you are and in and out of the classroom, you are worth it. And lastly, pay it forward. Only a fully realized versions of ourselves can do this. After all the successes, personally, academically, and professionally, it is only right to pay it forward to yourself and to others. Let our enlightened selves become a beacon of light, and hope for others. Because surely, some people are looking up to us too. Pay it forward to the people who help you become who you are right now. Pay it forward to the profession or calling you may choose in the future. And of course, pay it forward to yourself, the version of you who knows you best and the one who sees you in your highs and lows. You deserve it. And lastly, pay it forward to your country so that the future generation may also prosper. There's a famous proverb that says, bloom where you are planted. But this time I say, grow and bloom wherever you may be. So once again, congratulations everyone and God bless us all. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikinig at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
We couldn't have done this successfully without our speaker who's sparing his time attending this ceremony. So to give thanks to our guest speaker, here's the certificate of appreciation to be given to our guest as I read the content. This certificate of appreciation is hereby given to Mr. Jonathan M. Herona in deep gratitude for sharing selflessly his well-rounded knowledge and time-tested expertise and experiences, and for providing inspiring impetus on the celebration of the 5th graduation ceremony of the Senior High School Department as guest of honor and speaker expounding on the theme Threading the Right Path as the Pandemic Nearly Ends, held on May 5, 2022. At the Early Christian College of Arts and Technology, INC, R. Mercado Street, Macaiban, Poblacion, Santa Maria, Bulacan. Given this 5th day of May, 2022, signed by the school principal, Dr. Melchor Emmanuel and Dr. Hilda R. De Vera, the President of the Board of Directors.
Let us give her a round of applause. Thank you very much for the very inspiring and insightful messages you imparted this day. Your words will surely guide our graduates as they tread a new path in their lives. May your messages motivate them to strive harder. Our dearest graduating class, the moment that we've been waiting for has finally come. The fruit of our hard work and discipline will finally reap as a sign of success. To start with the presentation of the candidates for graduation, let me call in Dr. Melchor Emmanuel, the school principal, and Dr. Hilda R. De Vera, the President of the Board of Directors of Early Christian College of Arts and Technology, for the confirmation of our graduates.
To our honored President of the Board of Directors, it is my distinct honor and a great privilege to present to you our graduates for this school year 2021-2022. The graduating classes consist of 61 boys and 70 girls. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the senior high school curriculum as prescribed by the school and the Department of Education. We intentionally gathered them here to receive the confirmation of their graduation.
Because you have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the senior high school curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education in this school, I, Dr. Hilda R. De Vera, President of the Board of Directors of Early Christian College of Arts and Technology Incorporated, do hereby confirm your graduation, and I am now declaring you graduates. My warm congratulations.
Congratulations, our dear graduates.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, you are about to witness virtually the main highlight of today's event. Let's begin with Accountancy, Business, and Management strand. May we invite Ms. Michelle J. Fajardo, advisor of Grade 12 Andromeda, on the stage for the distribution of diploma. Graduates will be accompanied by their parents or guardians.
For Grade 12 Andromeda, Anareta Mark Dominic T. De Los Santos John Rick R. Halili Vince Angelo J. Mendoza Carl T. Pantaleon Dan Carlo R. Santos John Erickson D. Abando Brianna Marie A. Adriano Nicole Angie. Ale Angel Sandre Megay B. Bruce Judel N. De la Cruz Ana Nicole DC. De la Cruz Grace Diane A. De la Torre Shane Ann A. Feliciano Isa Marie D. Flores Riza May B. Gabito Eliza Marie M. Gabor Yasmin Faith V. Gallardo Ana Gabriela T. Gipit Mia T. Joaquin Nicole S. Lorenzo Tricia Mayer P. Macaroncio Maria Juliana P. Maranan Ria Lorraine L. Mateo Maria Concepcion R. Plasio Jewel Ann G. Reyes Giselle P. Sarmiento Eliza May S. Sarmiento Lara Francesca U. Santos Chantel Ann P. Tolentino Bea Katrina F. Unisa Giselle Ella J. Fermantes Paul Joseph A.
Let us have the Advisor of Humanities and Social Sciences strand and Technical Vocational Livelihood track. May I request Ms. Cristal B. Quiniano, Advisor of Grade 12 Bella, to assist the distribution of diploma.
Let's start with Humanities and Social Sciences strand. Alingod Davon V. Aquino Manuel Miguel G. Caniega Giancarlo R. De Leon Nico M. Dohilio Dan Alvin C. Escalora A3rd P. Estrada John Michael R. Galindo Luis Ivan L. Gipit Joban T. Perez John Derek C. Andrade Shulamite S. De Jesus Richelle S. Dimanlig Tricia May C. Evasco Maria Sofia G. Garciliano Myra B. Gole Cruz Bianca May J. Lazaro Edeline M. Lorenzo Maria Kathleen Kate G. Mendoza Gwen B. Nicolas Shane R. Nieto Adrian D. Padilla Rinces B. Ras Keisha Samaya G. Sanyosa Daniela Micaela T. Santiago Chris Andy. Tamse Argeline D. Torres Sanchi Jewel O. Home Economics Strand. Buenaventura Clark Kent T. David Jimwell C. Figueroa Aldrin Justin S. Mendoza Leopold Andre N. Merabete John Michael B. Baduria Arabella T. Bernardo Patricia D. Bunagan Graciel S. Del Rosario Rachel Ann F. Dulay Francesca J. Fernandez Rica Colin M. Guevara Georgia B. Guevara Arnalyn B. Paular Rachel Ann A. Sanchez Mia Camille C. Sabalo Angela May DC. Lastly, Information and Communication Technology. Adriano Mark Justin T. Arsenal Adrian G. Gonzalo King Jester G. Hista Mark Anthony A. Torres KCA.
For Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics strand, may I call in again Ms. Michelle J. Fajardo, Advisor of Grade 12 CILUM, to assist the distribution of diploma.
For 12 CILUM, Adriano Luis Rafael M. Albina Mark Adrian F. Aragon Adrian D. Atilano Jasmer S. Bartolome John Benedict C. Bituin Eric L. Campos Jeruel P. Cantel Justin John D. Karinan Ivan Mark P. Cruz Justin Luis S.
De la Cruz John Ruben I. Del Rosario Leonard M. Espartero Matthew Ralph O. Francisco Gian Russell D. Gabalfin Joffer A. Jeronimo Michelangelo C. Gargiano Andrew Ashley M. Gorea Aaron Gabriel S. Guzman Ray Francis T. Inocilias Mark Cedric P. Habas Jericho A. Joaquin Jake E. Lee Ronel Francis M. Manahan Monsur DC. Mendoza Russell J. B. Mendoza John Lloyd T. Nono Aaron Jaire P. Arbita John Lloyd H.
Masamba Germain C. Pascual Ral Gabriel C. Rehano Mark Lidong A. Salazar Rodelio DC. Yadoro John Patrick D. Soriano Jeremiah S. Soke Michael A. Adriano Crystalline C. Adorador Patricia Lorraine C. Aguilar Rain F. Alcazarin Jonna Vivian DC. Alegre Jeremiah T. Crisostomo Francesca Isabel P. David Raisa C. Desierto Ricky May F. Dolosa Jancy Joy T. Figuron Romilin Kate R. Mampusti Karen Jade F. Mendoza Darlene Victoria G. Relor Casa Charlene. Ronquillo Angela A. Salazar Juliana Claudine DL. Victolero Johans E.
Congratulations, graduates!
We are sure that our parents are so delighted with what we have achieved. And now the recognition to our deeds does not end there, because at this drop of R, meritorious graduates will now be awarded medals and certificates for honor.
Academic Achievers. Grade 12 Andromeda. For Accountancy, Business, and Management strand. Abando Brianna Marie A. Adriano Nicole Ann G. Ale Angel Sandre Megay B. Cruz Judel N. De la Cruz Ana Nicole DC. De la Cruz Grace Diane A. De la Torre Shane Ann A. De los Santos John Rick R. Flores Riza May B. Gabito Eliza Marie M. Gabor Yasmin Faith B. Gallardo Ana Gabriela E. Halili Vince Angelo J. Lorenzo Trisha Mayer P. Macaroncio Maria Juliana P. Maranan Ria Lorraine L. Mendoza Carl P. Mateo Maria Concepcion R. Pantaleon Dan Carlo R. Plasio Jewel Ann G. Reyes Giselle P. Santos Chantel Ann P. Sarmiento Eliza May S. Sarmiento Lara Francesca U. Tolentino Bea Katrina F. Unisa Chisel Ella J. For General Academic Strand, Fermantes Paul Joseph A.
Academic Achievers, Grade 12 Vela. For Humanities, Social Sciences strand, Alingod Davon V. Andrade Shulamite S. De Jesus Richelle S. Limanlig Trisha May C. Dohilio Dan Alvin C. Gole Cruz Bianca May J. Lorenzo Kathleen Kate G. Mendoza Gwen B. Nicolas Shane R. Nieto Adrian D. Padilla Rinces P. Ras Keisha Shamaya G. Sanyosa Daniela Micaela T. Santiago Chris Andy. Torres Sanchi Jewel O. For Home Economics strand, Bernardo Patricia D. Del Rosario Rachel Ann F. Dulay Francine Cheska J. Guevara Arnalyn B. Merebete John Michael B. Sabalo Angela May DC. For Information and Communication Technology Strand, Torres KCA.
Academic Achievers, Grade 12 Silo. For Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics Strand, Adriano Luis Rafael M. Adriano Crystalline C. Adorador Patricia Lorraine C. Alcazarin Jonah Vivian DC. Alegre Jeremiah T. Cantel Justin John D. Crisostomo Francesca Isabel P. Cruz Justin Luis S. David Riza C. De la Cruz John Ruben I. Desierto Ricky May F. Dolosa Jancy Joy T. Espartero Matthew Ralph O. Figueron Romeline Kate R. Gabalfin Joffer A. Jeronimo Miko Angelo C. Mampusti Karen Jade F. Manahan Monsur DC. Mendoza John Lloyd E. Mendoza Russell J. B. Mendoza Darlene Victoria G. Orbita John Lloyd H. Pasamba Jermaine C. Pascual Ralph Gabriel C. Relarcasa Charlene. Ronquillo Angela A. Salazar Juliana Claudine BL. Soriano Jeremiah S. Victolero Joans E.
For Outstanding Performance Awardees, Best in Arts and Communication Arts, Ralph Gabriel C. Pascual. Best in Science, Dan Alvin C. Dohilio. Best in Mathematics, Miko Angelo C. Jeronimo. Best in Social Sciences, Shane R. Nicolas. Best in Technical Vocational Livelihood, Arnalyn B. Gibara for Home Economics. Casey A. Torres for Information and Communication Technology.
Awardees for Research and Innovation, entitled Advertisement and Buying Behavior of Grade 11 Students at Early Christian College of Arts and Technology, INC. Grade 12 Andromeda, Shane Ann A. De La Torre. Riza May B. Flores. Mia T. Gipit. Trisha Mayer P. Lorenzo. Jewel N. G. Plasio. John Erickson D. Santos. Giselle Ella J. Unisa. For Best in Research Capstone Project entitled Sir Vitality Purifying Tumbler at Early Christian College of Arts and Technology, INC, School Year 2021 to 2022. Grade 12 Silum. Jonah Vivian D.C. Alcazarin. Jasmer S. Atilano. John Ruben I. De La Cruz. Karen Jade F. Mampusti. Ralph Gabriel C. Pascual. Charlene Relarcasa. Jeremiah S. Soriano. For Loyalty Awardees, Gold Medalist Grade 12 Andromeda, Dan Carlo R. Pantaleon. Grace Dayan A. De La Cruz. Ana Gabriela T. Gallardo. Gold Medalist Grade 12 Silum. Luis Rafael M. Adriano. Adrian D. Aragon. Jasmer S. Atilano. Andrew Ashley M. Gargiano. Ray Francis T. Guzman. Jake E. Joaquin. Ronel Francis M. Lee. Rodelio D.C. Salazar. Francesca Isabel P. Crisostomo.
Gold medalist, grade 12 Vela, Davon V. Alingod. Nico M. De Leon. Aeterd P. Escalora. Luis Ivan L. Galindo. Shane R. Nicolas. Mia Camille C. Sanchez.
Silver medalist, grade 12 Andromeda. Judel N. Cruz.
Silver medalist, grade 12 Vela, Shulamite S. Andrade. Sanchi Jewel O. Torres.
Bronze medalist, grade 12 Andromeda. John Rick R. De Los Santos. Vince Angelo J. Halili. Carl T. Mendoza. Brianna Marie A. Abando.
Nicole Ann G. Adriano.
Shane Ann A. De La Torre. Riza May B. Flores. Yasmin Faith V. Gabor. Nicole S. Joaquin. Trisha Mayer P. Lorenzo. Ria Lorraine L. Maranan. Maria Concepcion R. Mateo. Jewel Ann G. Plasio. Giselle P. Reyes. Chantel Ann P. Santos. Eliza May S. Sarmiento. Lara Francesca U. Sarmiento. Giselle Ella J. Unisa. Bronze medalist, grade 12 Silum. Mark Adrian F. Albina. Eric L. Bituin. Jeroel P. Campos. Justin John D. Cantel. Ivan Mark P. Carinan. Justin Luis S. Cruz. Leonard M. Del Rosario. Matthew Ralph O. Espartero. Gian Russell D. Francisco. Joffer A. Gabalfin. Nico Angelo C. Geronimo. Aaron Gabriel S. Gureya. Mark Cedric P. Inosillas. Jericho A. Habas. Monsur D.C. Manahan. John Lloyd T. Mendoza. Russell J. B. Mendoza. John Lloyd H. Orbita. Jermaine C. Pasamba. Ralph Gabriel C. Pascual. Mark Lidom A. Rejano. Michael A. Soque. John Patrick D. Teodoro. Patricia Lorraine C. Adorador. Crystalline C. Adriano. Rain F. Aguilar. Jonah Vivian D. C. Alcazarin. Jeremiah T. Alegre. Riza C. David. Ricky May F. Desierto. Jancy Joy T. Dolosa. Romelyn Kate R. Figuron. Karen Jade F. Mampusti. Darlene Victoria G. Mendoza, Charlene Ralarcasa, Angela A. Ronquillo, Juliana Claudine D. El Salazar, Joans E. Victolero,
Bronze medalist, grade 12 Vela, Jimwell C. David, Dan Alvin C. Dovilio, King Jester G. Gonsalvo, Leopold Andre N. Mendoza, John Michael B. Merabete, John Derek C. Perez, Arabella T. Baduria, Rachel S. Bunagan, Rochelle S. De Jesus, Rachel Ann F. Del Rosario, Tricia May C. Dimanlig, Francine Cheska J. Dulay, Rica Colleen M. Fernandez, Bianca May J. Goli Cruz, Georgia B. Guevara, Maria Kathleen Kate G. Lorenzo, Adrian D. Nieto, Rachel Ann A. Paular, Chris Ann D. Santiago, Argeline D. Tamse.
Congratulations, everyone! At this juncture, we'd like to welcome Ms. Shane R. Nicolas, an Academic Excellence Awardee from Grade 12 Bella, to render her words of gratitude on behalf of Senior High School Batch 2021-2022.
To my fellow students, teachers, visitors, relatives, and friends, good day to every one of us. I am not here to give a speech on my account, but to speak as a representative of my fellow grade 12 graduating students. And on their behalf, we would like to express our gratitude for joining us in our celebration today. We were all caught off guard by the pandemic. The previous 2 years have been tough, not only for us students, but also for everyone who has supported us along the way. That's why I'd like to take this opportunity to thank those who helped us in finishing our journey as senior high school students. To our parents, we thank you for your unconditional love and support, which has opened the door of opportunity that has led us to where we are right now. Your hard works will never be in vain because we are reaping the fruits of your perseverance, proving that you are working hard for something worthwhile. Thank you for encouraging us to never give up, pushing us to get closer to our objectives. To our teachers, we thank you for your patience that leads the way to this joyful occasion. Your efforts to lecture each sessions, adjust to the new normal setup, and teach us valuable lessons shows that you are our second parents. Thank you for being so passionate, which motivates us to pursue our own passions and dreams. To our alma mater, thank you for teaching us the way that prepares us for real life. In my opinion, Early Christian College of Arts and Technology is a perfect example of tough love. They love us enough, their students, to correct us from our wrongdoings, teaching us to be more disciplined and wise students. We also appreciate your efforts in making this event possible, sacrificing generous amount of time that allows us to experience this joy as we walk as graduates. To our Father above, thank you for guiding us all the way through our senior high school years. Thank you for hearing our cries, for help in every presentation, for the wisdom you impart in every exam and recitation, and for the resources you provide so that we can continue to learn. As Snoop Dogg said in this song, I Wanna Thank Me, last but not the least, I want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work. I want to thank me for having no days off. I want to thank me for never quitting. Graduates, I hope we never overlook our efforts, just as we respect the actions of those who have helped us to get this far. Let us embrace a better normal as we embark on our new journeys as EasyCat Eagles. Rather than reverting to our pre-pandemic state, how about we create a better version of everything around us, including ourselves? Let us grow from the hardships we endure and not just perseverance. As we pursue our passions and grow as successful members in our communities, again, let us embrace the better normal. Before I end, I want to share what I saw on social media that became my personal mantra. Malayo pa man, malayo na rin. A reminder that we've already come this far to give up, that we've already sacrificed a lot to give up, and that we are so close to our dreams to give up now. Once again, thank you so much for celebrating with us today, and may God bless us all.
Thank you for that heartwarming message, Shane.
At this point in time, let us hear the Pledge of Loyalty commitment to be led by Mr. Don Carlo R. Pantaleon, an Academic Excellence Awardee from Grade 12 Andromeda.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. We, the graduates of Early Christian College of Arts and Technology Incorporated, promise to uphold the dignity, honor, and prestige of the institution. We will carry on the wisdom and values taught to us to become worthy members of our family, stewards of our environment, and active builders of our community. We will defend the rights and privileges of the school as true sons and daughters of our alma mater. So help us God.
Let us all welcome Ms. Michelle C. Lorenzo, our guidance counselor for the induction of our graduates to the Early Christian College of Arts and Technology Senior High School Batch 2021-2022 Alumni Association.
By the virtue of your graduation from this school, you will be automatically become members of EasyCat Alumni Association. May I request the graduates, raise your right hand up to your shoulder as you recite the pledge of the association. I, a graduate of Early Christian College of Arts and Technology Incorporated, I promise to be an active member of EasyCat Alumni Association. I will always attend general meetings for reunions, and I will also participate on all the activities undertaken by the association. I will make sure that my actions, as well as my character, will contribute to the good name of the school and also to the association. So help me God. At this point, may I call the batch president to receive the streamer that will be used in your first reunion.
I, Shane R. Nicolas, the batch president of Senior High School Department, promise to spearhead the comeback of batch 2021 to 2022 to our dear alma mater on December 30 in the year 2031 to 2032 for our first alumni homecoming. We also promise that all the lessons and values that had been inculcated to us by this school and also our teachers will never be forgotten. We promise to return successful by proving ourselves to our chosen careers and professions. Also, we will never stop giving glory to the Lord Almighty that comes before us and to our dear alma mater that has been with us since the beginning of our journey.
Thank you, Ms. Shane R. Nicolas, and also my deepest thanks to you, dear graduates. Once again, congratulations to all of you, and may the glory of God will always be with you.
Let us give our attention to the tribute song for parents and a video presentation from Grade 12 graduates of academic year 2021-2022.
Isa, dalawa, at tatlo. Sa pagsikat nitong liwanag sa alapaap, kasabay ang mistulang isang dula-dulaan nitong buhay, nagsimula Sa isang araw na hinandugan ng ating Diyos na makapangyarihan, si Ina at si Ama ang ginawang kasangkapan kung bakit ako isinilang. 1, 2, at 3. Pagbukas nitong mga mata, kasabay ang isang iyak na mistulang isang lirika sa tainga ni Ina at Ama. Isang ngiti at luha ay nagtangis dahil sa oras na kalabis-labis at rito nagsimula ang salitang pamilya na mistulang isang puno na nagkaroon ng bunga. Pamilya na binubuo ng mga magulang na hindi matatawaran. Hindi sapat ang salitang salamat sa lahat ng pagtataguyod na kailanmay hindi magkakalamat. Istulang isang balita na 24 oras ang binabagtas, punong-puno ng pagod ang kinakayod para lamang maibigay itong maayos na buhay. Ngunit isa lamang ang kanilang gusto at walang iba, kundi ang respeto. Salamat Ina, salamat Ama sa paggabay, pag-alalay at pag-aarugang inyong inialay mula nang kami maisilang hanggang sa kami magkamalay. Walang anumang makakapantay sa pagmamahal na inyong ibinigay dahil kayo ang tunay na maituturing na panghabang buhay. Kayo ang yaman na aming mapanghahawakan sa buhay na walang hanggan. Mga pangaral na hindi marapat damdamin dahil hindi ito isang sakal kung tawagin. Bagkus, ito ang magbibigay sa atin ng isang sertipiko patungo hanggang dulo. Superman? Mas matindi pa kayo riyan dahil sila ay kailanmay hindi tinablan ng kahit anong balakid sa dinaraanan. Kayo ang tunay na superhero sa realidad nitong mundo. Tanging regalo na kanilang hinihiling ay iyong yakap na kanilang makakapiling. Maubos man sila, ngunit tiyak na mayroong naititira para lamang sa tinatawag na pamilya. Yan ang nanay at tatay ko. Yan ang mga salitang aking nais pakawalan at aking nais ipagsigawan sa bawat tao rito sa ating mundo. Hindi man sila palaging nariyan, ngunit tiyak na ikaw ang laman ng kanilang isipan. Sila ang magsisilbing lente sa ating madilim na lakbayin at sila ang tunay na tahanan na oras-oras ating makakapitan. Pagbali-baliktarin man ang mundo, ngunit hindi natin maiaalis ang isang katotohanan na sila ang dahilan kung bakit tayo naging tao. Alam natin na sa dulo nitong lakbayin ay darating ang panahon na sila ay tatanda pa rin. Ngunit isa lamang ang tanging laman ng aking puso't isipan. Iyon ay kahit mawala man ang inyong ngipin sa harapan, kahit na hindi na ninyo ako maaninag ng lubusan, kahit kumulubot na ang inyong mga balat, kayo pa rin ay aking hahalikan. Kahit na hindi na ako mapakinggan ng lubusan, hindi ako magsasawang ipagsigawan na kayo ang pinaka-the best na ilaw at haligi nitong ating tahanan. Kahit ako'y inyo pang makalimutan, kayo pa rin ay aking itatatak sa aking puso't isipan na kayo ang aking mga mahal na magulang. Muli, salamat sa mga dakilang magulang na isang idolo na aming hinihirang. Kayo ang superhero ng mundong ito.
Happy to let you know you make me glow. I feel so good, it's true. So glad that I have you. You love me so. Now all is bright. I always thank you for the glow and thank you for the joy. Thank you for because of you. Who knows that tomorrow brings, but glowing wings, they make me fly. I reach and now I touch the sky. Because of you, I soar up high. So I must thank you for the glow and thank you for the joy. Thank you for the love you give to me. I'm glowing, glowing inside with your love shining through. Thank you for everything you do. I'm glowing inside because of you.
And now, let us sing the Isikat hymn for the very last time.
Let our hands put love in action. Let our hearts always feel compassion.
Let our young minds fully grasp the meaning of living as Christians in this world.
Like the torch that we don't lose our way. If we ever fall, that we may rise again. Guide us to a place where God wants us to be. Easy, God, teach us the way.
As we leave your gates, O beloved school, we shall bring your name wherever we may be.
We are called Christian forever. To God be the glory in everything we do. Let our hands put love in action. Let our hearts always feel compassion. Let our young minds fully grasp the meaning of living as Christians in this world. Like the torch that we don't lose our way. If we ever fall, that we may rise again. Guide us to a place where God wants us to be. Easy God, show us the way. Show us the way.
As we come to an end of our program, let us be united in heart and voice for our closing prayer to be led by Mr. Ralph Gabriel C. Pascual, an Academic Excellence Awardee from Grade 12 Silum.
Let us all feel the presence of the Lord. Together we say, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Good and loving God, we are grateful for your guidance and love throughout this important day. We thank you for the completion of another academic year and for giving us the opportunity to play a part in the lives of each other for a period of time. Bless us and guide us on our journey as we are about to partake new beginnings. May we continue to light our torch and use the wisdom we gained for the betterment of our future. May what we have learned from our parents, teachers, friends, and classmates enable us to be the better version of ourselves in the upcoming days. Help us to use the memories we made and the knowledge we gained to make the world a better place, to serve others in true solidarity and kinship, to seek ways to help people and to those who are suffering, and to always seek for the greater good. Finally, Father in heaven, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to learn and understand lessons that we will treasure and keep in mind. Thank you for letting our young minds fully grasp the meaning of living as Christians in this world. We ask all of this in your name and in the name of your Son. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
As Miss Universe 2018 Kathy Onagi said, the longest journeys start with a single step. When you have a dream or ambition in life, no matter how long it will take, no matter how high it could be, it can be overwhelming if you could have it in an unexpected time. And when you look at it one step at a time, one day you will look up at your feet and you'll be in your destination. Our time here at Early Christian College of Arts and Technology may come to an end already, but that doesn't mean our journey in life is over. As a chapter comes to an end, a new ones begin. In behalf of Early Christian College of Arts and Technology, faculty and staff, we joyfully congratulate the parents, the advisors, and of course, our dear graduates. I am Chris Andy Santiago,
and I am Trisha Murphy Lorenzo. Again, congratulations and to God be all the glory.